So hello and welcome to the Maths Guide, and today we're going to finish up looking at margin and markup, and we're going to be looking at how do you convert between margin and markup. So in this question we're told that John sells a coat with a margin of 20% and we want to figure out what is the markup on this coat. So again, margin is a percentage of the selling price. It's what the salesman makes as a percentage of what he sells it for, and markup is what the business makes as a percentage of what it cost. So we're told we have a margin of 20%, so we know that we're going to be starting off working with the selling price. So the margin is 20% of the selling price. So to find markup, we need to know what the cost price is and what the profit is. We don't actually know what the actual numbers are, so we're just going to be saying what percentage of the selling price we have. So the selling price obviously is 100% of the selling price. The profit is 20% of the selling price. That's what the question tells us. So the cost price is 100 minus 20 equals 80% of the selling price. The markup is the profit written as a fraction of the cost price and written as a percentage. So it's the profit over the cost price written as a percentage. So we've seen that the profit is 20% of the selling price. The cost price is 80% of the selling price. So the markup is 20% of the selling price over 80% of the selling price, which is 0.2 by the sales price over 0.8 by the sales price. We don't know what the sales price is, but that's okay because in this fraction they cancel down and we get 0.2 over 0.8, which is 0.25, and we want to write that as a percentage. So to convert from a decimal to a percentage, we just multiply by 100 and we get 25%. We might want to wonder, how did we end up cancelling down the sales price? Well, this is exactly like a fraction. If we have a fraction 20 over 10, we can write that as 2 times 10 over 1 times 10, and the 10's cancel down. If we've 0.8 times the sales price over 0.2 times the sales price over 0.8 times the sales price, we can split that fraction up. We get 0.8 over 0.2 over 0.8 by the sales price over the sales price. And again, exactly like in any fraction, the sales price is cancelled down and we get 0.2 over 0.8 times 1 over 1. So that's how we managed to get rid of the sales price, and that's why we didn't need to know what the actual sales price was, because it cancelled out of the question. So we were told a margin of 20%, which meant we were working with the sales price. We wanted the markup, so we wrote that as the profit over the cost, and we converted that to a percentage. What about the other direction? If we're told that we sell a coat with a markup of 25% and we want to know what the margin is. Okay, so we're told the markup, so we know we're going to be dealing with the cost price, because markup is 25% of the cost price. So the cost price is 100%, selling price is 125%, and the profit is 25% of the cost price. Why did I want to know the cost, the selling price, and the profit? Well, to find the margin, we need to know what the profit is, and we need to know what the selling price is. Again, we don't actually know what the cost price is. We don't actually know what these actual values are, but let's have a look at what happens again. So we want the margin, so that's the profit over the selling price written as a percentage. The profit was 25% of the cost price over 125% of the cost price, which is 0.25 over 1.25 multiplied by the cost price. And the cost price again cancels out, and we find 0.25 over 1.25. You can either know that is 1/5, or you put it into your calculator, you get 0.2, and then you write that as a percentage by multiplying by 100. So again, we were told the markup, so we're dealing with the cost price. We want the margin, so we write the profit as a fraction of the selling price and convert to a percentage. And again, the reason we can cancel down is because just with fractions, we can split the fraction out and we can simplify it by eliminating the cost price. So have a go at those questions, and the best of luck.